You're in the mix.
SKM presents Strictly for the Music Podcast. You are now live with the #1 podcast for all upcoming artists worldwide.
It's the real deal.
Yo, have you heard about the Anchor app? It's the easiest way to make a podcast. Yo, no cas. Yeah, I'm serious. No, not delirious. Let me explain the functions. Number 1, it comes complimentary. Are you hearing me? That means the Anchor app is free. We got all the functions necessary. Creation tools is what they calling it. Makes it super easy to edit your podcast. Yeah, even from your pocket. Straight from your phone or your PC. It don't matter, it's still free. Anchor will distribute, you ain't gotta do a thing. And they're making sure you could be heard on all the major streams. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, yeah, we got that. Many more, go ahead, explore. If you're finna make the dough, wanna let you know you can make it all here. Live your dream as an anchor for show, for free. No education further, with no minimum listenership. Yeah, you got that correct. Whatever you need, we got all you can see. To make a podcast as easy as 1, 2, and 3. Download the free Anchor app to get started. You can also go to anchor.fm. Let's get you top charted. Back to the show. Yeah, we gonna get it poppin'.
Welcome back to another episode, Strictly for the Music Podcast. I'm your host, SKN. The next guest I got 11 bands, 9 collections. She got 1 album to her name, Self. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Cass. Hey, I appreciate you coming on the show and, sharing your music with everybody, for real. So, will you plug all your social media outlets and your YouTube channel and your band lab so everyone can go follow you?
Yeah, my Instagram one is Cassaroni, and that's CASSSARONIE. YouTube, I couldn't tell. I think it's either Cass OK or Cassaroni. I don't know. I think it's Cass OK. I'm not really sure though.
It's all good. We'll link the link in the description for everybody. All right.
All right.
So, you want to give us a little? You want to let everyone know a little bit of detail about your music?
Yeah. So, like the genre of it, or like what?
Like the sound, like the way you produce your lyrics, all that good stuff.
Okay. So, I don't really. I guess I'm kind of still like trying to find my sound, but I stick to a lot of like R&B and hip hop, but I can also do like rock or country. Like I can do a lot of other genres.
Okay, so what are your biggest influences?
Michael Jackson's probably the #1. Growing up, I listened to like Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, Justin Timberlake. I listened to everything, like all kinds of music. I had like older sisters, and I'm the youngest out of all my siblings, so I'd listen to what they were listening to, like TLC, Aaliyah, like Prince. Just a lot. I just like everything. But Michael Jackson is my #1 like influencer.
All right. So, how old were you when you decided you wanted to do music?
Well, that's kind of like a hard question for me because, like when I was really young, I always was like, I was always really interested in music, and I always knew I wanted to be a singer, but growing up, I couldn't really find my voice. I'd always like sing other people's songs, and just last year when I got on BandLab was when I like kind of decided, okay, I think I can do this.
All right, let me ask you this. If you could collaborate with any artist, dead or alive, who would it be and why?
Michael Jackson, because he's my inspiration. He's the reason why he's who I saw on TV, and I was like, I want to be that. That's what I want to do.
So how did you discover BandLab?
Well, I actually last year I tried out for American Idol in August, and I didn't know what song to try out with, so I was like, I'll just download an app that I can record my music on, post it, and I'll post a couple of covers and see what people think, and whichever one gets the most likes or attention, I'll go with that song. So I downloaded BandLab and I did that, and I guess I just kind of started using it, and I saw that you could just download like beats and upload them and put your own lyrics to it, and it was just easy. So I was like, I'll try this out and see how it goes. And I think Heartbreak 101 was my first song I made.
How many artists have you collabed on BandLab so far?
Honestly, I couldn't tell you the exact number, but I'd say at least 20.
What are your top favorite collabs?
Oh, um, well, I I met a guy named Yoda G, and he's a producer, and I think he's probably one of my favorites that I've collabed with.
Big shout out Yoda G. He's from England,
Yeah,
ain't he?
he's from yeah, or yeah, I think so.
All right. So let's go right here. Self, your album Self. Let's talk about that album.
Okay.
Give us a little bit inside depth about how that creative process came when you started making the album.
I was It was a time in my life where I was by myself, and I had to learn about who I was again. I had just broken up with my ex after 8 years, and it was a really abusive, toxic relationship, and I was really depressed, and I didn't know who I was anymore. So I found BandLab at that time, and it was just like it all came together, like everything was meant to be, and like this was supposed to be happening. So I just felt like that's like the songs on that EP are all ones that I wrote, and like they came from my heart. Like I felt every single one of those songs that I made, and I felt like if I needed like the name that needed to be put with that EP was like myself, because that's what I was giving everybody.
Have you ever thought about making any music videos, or if you have any on YouTube?
Um, I don't have any, but I mean, I would I wouldn't be opposed to them, but I just don't think that's something that I need to like focus on right at this moment.
You're focusing on more content, like songs
I'm
and
tr
singles.
I'm trying to either do an EP or an album once I get better equipment to record with, because right now I just record with my iPhone and my headphones.
So you ain't done no talent shows, you ain't filled in no spots or anything like that so far? You just started recording, right?
Yeah.
So do you have any future collabs you can speak on?
Um, Not really. No.
We already talked about your favorite collab you've been doing. That was Michael Jackson. So what are
Yeah.
your favorite songs of Michael Jackson that you listen to the most?
Well, I mean, I don't like listen to him a lot, like on repeat, like today, but um, like when I was a kid, I really liked his song like Thriller, Beat It, Man in the Mirror, just all those songs. He came out with that movie with those kids in it. I don't remember what the heck it was called, but I watched that all the darn time. I was obsessed with him. I would take my radio, and I would lock myself in my bathroom and just like listen to his songs on repeat.
So, can we talk about your collections? Like, are those all songs that you've done, or are those multiple songs from different artists or beats you found?
Oh no, on my collections, they're my songs and people who I've collabed with.
Hell yeah. How many collabs are in the collections you got? Are they all nine, or are they just like all sorted out?
Um, I I think I made like one. I tried to make them to where they were just sorted out to like one person, but I have like one collection that has multiple, and then another that has like one guy, and then like I didn't get around to making it like how I wanted to. But there's some. There's not all of them in there either, but there's some.
So, how is your music going to evolve from here?
How does it what evolve?
Yes.
Well, I'm a single mom of two, and I'm pretty busy. So with the extra time that I do have, I try to give it all to my music, and I don't necessarily want to rush anything. But like I said, this is something that I know that like the music is what I want to do, and it may take some time to get an album out, but I'll be pushing for that. I mean, that's like what my main goal is. Like the next album that I put out is going to be like the best. Like it's not going to be recorded on my phone with my headphones. It's going to be the best it can be. And I would
That's
hope
so.
um I'm hoping to have it out there at least like not by the end of this year, maybe the beginning of next year.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So, let me ask you this: you're involved in 11 bands. You know,
Yeah.
how is the work ethic and how is the inspiration? What inspired you to accept these invites?
Well, a lot of the bands that I'm involved in are people who I've collabed with, and we'll send each other our like if we upload it or publish a new song, we'll send it to them, and you know they'll show love on it, support, comment on it, and I do the same with theirs. And if if anyone like wants to collab with one of the members, and they just ask them. And I've been in some bands that don't have like positive energy, and people are negative, and they're just about like just selfish. And I don't think that's not what I want to be about in my music. For me, I believe that the music industry it should be about coming together and accepting everyone and being positive. So I try to stay away from all that. But all the bands that I'm involved in are pretty cool and nice, I guess.
Can you name a couple bands that you're very active in?
Um, I would say there's like, oh my gosh, I can't think of the names. There's like Kings and Queens. There's I'm sorry, I can't even think of the names right now. And I can't go back to look at it either because of the link I'm on.
Yeah, yeah, okay. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, I was
It's
just
okay.
trying to get more inside depth about what kind of inspired you to accept these bands because a lot of people accept these bands but they're not very active in them, you know? It's like
Right.
but
See, I'm probably guilty for that. I'm probably not as active as I should be, but I don't know, like I feel like I'm not
like is the energy not there for you or like is it
well
just like
well I
people are
just
not releasing music as they should?
no, everyone's perfect. It's just I feel like it's I'm just more private with my stuff, and I'm trying to I don't know. I don't know how to explain it.
Oh, this is your first interview?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Wow, that's crazy. I didn't even know that. I thought I seen all your albums. I thought you already established that you had a
No,
Spotify
I do
and
not.
everything going. So my
Mm-mm.
fault.
No, you're good. You're good.
But yeah, that's an honor to have you on this show. So
Thank you for
yeah,
having me.
can you give us for all the upcoming artists that are out there? Can you give them any tips and best advice for them?
Just make sure you really want this, because once you're out there, you're out there. There's no going back. You know. I mean, there's always a price to pay. If you want to be famous, it's not going to be all fun and games.
Do you have any special shout outs you want to give?
Yeah, I'll shout out to Yoda G. He's awesome. He's definitely made me. He's pulled out a lot of me that didn't know I had. I guess he's pushed me.
That's awesome. So big shout out to Yoda G.
Yeah.
And you have any final words you want to speak on?
Oh, and I want to shout out to TZ because I think he got me this interview.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. Big shout out TZ.
Yes.
So make sure you go follow her and make sure you like her music, listen to her music. That's the biggest compliment you can give her. And man, thank you for coming on. It's a pleasure meeting you. I hope you and wish you all the success in the world.
Thank
This
you.
is strictly for the music podcast, and we're gone.